Hey, what's up, y'all? Just checking in with another video, and this video is a lesson learned from Love Dorsey. She recently went live and she talked about, it was to the fellas, what makes a good woman, what makes for a good woman. And what I took away from that was, what makes for a good woman is a woman who has values around family and around relationships. And this is a concept that was new to me. Like, I've been working on making values in other areas of my life, what I want for my career, my goals for my weight, my goals for my finances. Like, I've been making a lot of goals, right? And even what I want in a relationship in terms of the other person. But to sit down and do like an inventory of what I like, what I value, what I think a family should look like, what I think a relationship should look like, what the roles are, between the two individuals, and then the household that you end up creating is an exercise that I had not like really done before. I can look back on some of my behaviors and I can see, okay, well, I know I value, a good education because of the neighborhood that I moved into, or the type of resources that I've worked on getting for my children. But what the structure should look like and what the role should be between, myself and the person that I'm raising the children with, that wasn't something that I had done before. And it makes sense why my life my past went the way that it went, because it wasn't I wasn't intentional and I wasn't focused. So I really appreciated this live. It let me know that moving forward, I have to have that. I have to be intentional about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, what my role is, why I'm in the relationship, what are the most important things to me. And if I have those things, then also I want to say too, I think that a underlying reason why it's important to have values. So I agree with her, obviously, but why it's important to have values is because when stuff gets hard, as it will, you have to have the reasons that are like in you, that you will not just give up. So that's what values are. Like, you know that, okay, I value, I'm gonna just use honesty, transparency. I value a person who's willing to be open and vulnerable with me, and I value communication. If you have those things in your partner, when there's a moment of maybe lack of vulnerability, from past experience and situations that, hey, okay, this is a shortfall in the moment, but I know that based on the history, like, we're going to overcome this, because this is the type of person that my partner has been, and I value that. Having those deep rooted values in what you want for yourself is what will allow you to get through the hard times, because they will come. And I think that has been, we've gotten away from that, because we look at it. It made me look back too on, the older generation of women, and they had very strong values around family structure. Basically, okay, yeah, I know that this may not be the best relationship for me, but because I value, family, I value raising these children in a 2-parent household, I value having a man in the father, not just the man, but the father of the children in the man's life. In the children's life. I am going to stay. I'm going to stick it out. I'm going to stay. I'm going to raise these children. I'm going to do what I need to do. Those are strong values. Now, I'm not here to debate and argue that we could do better. Like, I don't think that you should only have values in terms of family structure. And that's why I think it was great that she mentioned relationships as well. Okay, you have these values around what your family should look like and what you want for that, but what about in a relationship? What are the roles that you want, inside of a relationship. And then you put those two together, and it really makes the relationship not a BS relationship. It makes it a real strong, dynamic, a very cemented bond. So yeah, that was a really good one for me. It was an eye opener. It is just helping me to be more and more intentional with how I'm moving in life, the steps I'm taking, the things that I'm doing. Of course, I still have a lot of areas that I'm working to improve, but getting this type of knowledge and getting this type of game, like she said it was for the fellas, but I was like, nah, let me still tune in, because she's talking about women, and I need to make sure that I understand, because that's the type of woman that and I trust her word, and she's given a lot of other gems that have been life changing for me. So I always tune in when she's talking. But yeah, just understanding that is what it is. Have values around a relationship, the relationship that you want. Have values around what your family structure needs to look like. Have those values, live by those values, stand by those values when times get hard, because times will get hard, and you gonna need something to hold on to when you're ready to let it go. Don't let it go. Stand strong. Thank you for listening to this message, and I hope you have a blessed day.